The late night smoke session with your boy Jay Gutter with the Hood Smokers. You know what I'm saying? We live up in this motherfucker. We go live every Wednesday and Saturday night, but we also do these lives just to for you to have a chance to chop it up with the host of the Hood Smokers podcast. So you're not just because you know you see us every Wednesday and Saturday night, but you see us celebrating our guests. So this is your chance to chop it up with us, to talk to the Hood Smokers. And you never know what Hood Smokers are gonna tap in. You know what I'm saying? Could it be Brother King X? Could it be Blantonio Todd? Could it be Christopher Jordan? Could it be Monte Cristo? Could it be Money Mark? Could it be Chesterman Fly? You never know, Mr. Go To. You never know who's gonna tap in. You know what I'm saying? But y'all is tapped in. Y'all live right now with Gutter of the Hood Smokers podcast. And we just gonna go ahead and light up. Get your blunts ready, man. Your brews, whatever you do what you do. But no Diddy shit. No Diddy, you hear me? We ain't doing that Diddy shit. Well, lately these lives been going crazy today, man. The trolls was on the nut on us. The trolls was coming hard. They was trying to come hard, but it don't matter. No matter how hard they try. No matter how hard they try. That's why we having a special contest on Instagram, man. We having fun with this shit. We gonna even give the trolls a prize if they can make one of the hood smokers tap out. Any hood smoker, me. I don't care if it's me, Brother King X, Blood Antonio Tide, Christopher Jordan, Chesterman, whoever's on there live with us and shit on Instagram, man. And the troll has to come on though. We gotta see what you look like, man. We gotta see what the troll looks like. And you come on Instagram with us live. We gonna see if y'all can make us tap out. How good is your trolling game? Are you just a keyboard warrior that hides behind the keyboard, scared to show your face? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, shit. Like I said, you never know who might tap in tonight live. I'm sure there'll be some trolls up in here. But yeah, man, light your blunts, man. Tomorrow night we got a special Monday night episode. Hopefully everything goes smooth and shit. We had a little bit of problems at the studio today. I ain't gonna speak on that, but hopefully we get them taken care of tomorrow morning in the afternoon and got everything up and running. I know everything will be up and running by Wednesday. I'm just hoping everything's up and running by tomorrow because we got a special Monday night episode of the Hood Smokers podcast. And yes, sir, we got Boston's own Matthew Fisher in the building live, along with the Detroit's number one hip hop cannabis friendly podcast, the Hood Smokers podcast. Yes, sir. So where's everybody at, man? Where's everyone at? Let me share this to a couple homies. Let me see if it'll let. I'm back. I'm back. We gonna add Christopher Jordan on here. Shout out to my homie Christopher Jordan, Hood Smoke in the building. What up, dog?
What up, though? What up, though, big bro?
What
What's
up, dog?
going
Let me
on?
turn my volume up on here, though, man. That's it. Oh, shit.
I think I need to turn mine up too a little bit too. Yeah, my volume was kind of low. I'm glad you told me so I can remember. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I'm just over here, man. I went and took me a nap. I was like, man, I started dreaming some old crazy ass dreaming shit. I was dreaming about my brother-in-law, because he
Oh,
passed away. He passed away
yeah.
just recently in the right after New Year's. So I was like having some crazy ass dreams and shit. But it's all good though, man. I know he's over there with me. That's giving me more strength and being one of my guardian angels right now on the other side. He on the other side. You know.
Right, no doubt, most definitely. What do you think about that about dreams? Like, you think that dreams are real? Because I've heard like dreams is supposed to be real, though. Like that's really real and shit. You know what I'm saying?
They is,
Like,
man. They is because you know what? We go to that other dimension, Jay Gutter. We go over there and we leave our bodies. We leave our bodies and go somewhere where the physical can't go. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And while we on this plane of the physical, we on this plane of the physical right now, on the third dimension, where it's just physical. And then when we go to sleep, it'd be just like we actually connect with the cloud and the Wi-Fi and all that stuff, that's going around and the things that you can't see, all the
yeah,
energy that's flowing uh around you that you can't see is
right.
where we go. Yeah, man.
I believe that too, dog. I believe like there's other dimensions going on. We can't even see like right now. While we talking right now, there's shit going on around us. We don't even know what the fuck it is and shit. You know what I'm saying? We just can't
Yep,
see it. We just can't.
exactly, bro. Yep.
Do it.
And it's like, did you get able to get in contact with Blatonio?
No, I wasn't able to get in contact with him. I shot him a message though. If he's up,
Oh,
he's
okay.
probably tapping in.
I know we was chatting and chopping it up a little earlier. Then I fell asleep because them overnights hit me hard last night, bro.
Right, right,
Yeah,
yeah. Out there working, out there
yeah,
getting that
man.
money. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I
man.
know that. I feel you on that shit, dog. Fucking man, I be trying to sneak sleep in here and there. Like, let me get a quick little 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there. Shit.
I be tripping. I be like, yeah, Jay Gutter be working hard, man. Jay Gutter is like one of the hardest working men in the business, man. Because, man, I don't see how you do it, man. Man, I work 12-hour shifts, and man, that shit be killing me. Like, damn.
Yeah, dog. No, them 12 hours. Shit, I be working all day. It's 24/7. Shit. 24/7 shit over this way, dog. Like I said, as soon as I open my eyes, now we on this bitch and shit. This work to me and shit. I mean, this ain't work too, though. To me, I'd love to be making a living doing stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that really the goal and shit? Ain't that what we all trying to do and shit? We
Hell
trying to
yeah.
be so we can quit them jobs that we got to work them 12-hour shits and all that. Cause this shit a job. You know what I'm saying? This shit is work. It ain't easy and shit. Doing all this shit and then doing something
And
you love. Like,
they trying to tighten up the rope, man. I'm telling you, man. Whoever whoever the next whoever the next president's going to be, he gonna have to pull a rabbit out his hat or do some type of magic trick or some shit. Cause
yeah,
this shit. I mean, everybody in the household got to be working, bro. Cause if they not, man, the ship's gonna sink. You know,
right. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah,
it's
shit's
terrible.
crazy. Yeah, it
Ain't
is.
like back in the day. Like my dad and my mom. Back in the day, my mom was at home. She taking care of everything. Washing and cleaning and taking care of the kids and stuff like that back in the day. While my dad was out there bringing home the bacon and stuff, and working and coming home to a good meal that my mom made while he come home.
Right.
Now it's like, man, it's like the whole entire plan is to separate the household, man. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for real. It
The
is,
whole
dog.
household,
And it's like, I don't even want to vote, dog, because it's like, who the fuck you gonna vote for? The better of the two evils and shit? It's like, there are three evils or however many evils is running for president and shit. It's like, they all do the same shit. They all tell you the same shit. They all gonna say you a dream just to get in that spot. And then they ain't finna do shit, dog. But fuck shit up some more shit, dog, just as much as the next man.
right? The two evils. You can say who you gonna vote for, the two evils, or you can say who you gonna vote for, Dumb and Dumber, because them motherfuckers dumb as hell, man.
Right, though. I mean, that one dude, I don't know a lot about him, Kennedy, except that he's a Kennedy. But he was like here in Detroit, you know what I'm saying, with Iceworth Vessel. He came here to the hood. He was on like 6 Mile and shit. He was like eating at the Coney Islands. He was actually like in the hood and shit, kicking it with the hood motherfuckers, dope dealers, shit like that, and all that. And you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I don't know. That could be. I mean, that it's a smart political move on his part and shit. Because if you can win the inner cities, if you can win the big city and get the big cities to come out and vote for you, you're gonna win the election. You know what I'm saying? You
So
gotta have the
so is
city.
he on like big platforms? Because I didn't hear. I heard of him earlier, but I ain't hear nothing about him now at all.
Yeah,
Only
Robert Kennedy. I seen him somewhere else. Where else? I think. Oh, I seen him on Math Office show. My expert opinion. He was on there too and
no
shit.
way.
Yeah, he was on there chopping it up with
Whoa.
Hawkins. He's definitely trying to get the hip hop vote. That's for sure, dog. That's what he's trying to do and shit. Now, if fake or not, you know what I'm saying. That's what we got to watch out for, because that's the thing. Like it's just could be a political strategy. You know what I'm saying? Like let me go to the hood and do this, and I'm gonna get that vote and shit, and then I'm gonna win. But then fuck the hood when I become president and shit. Fucking back with my rich people and shit and all that shit. Fucking
Yeah,
yeah,
they on this looking out for their own. Where
yeah.
they talk that we love them. America. Oh, we love America. America's the greatest country. Blah 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 blah. And then
They
when
ain't
they get
sending their
elected,
kids to war, their grandkids to war and shit. You know what I'm saying? But they'll start a war. They ain't sending their fucking family to that bitch. But they quick to
shit,
start one.
yeah, man. Once they get elected, you see the horns come out. They be having them angel wings once they're trying to get elected, and then when they get elected, you see them horns come out. That's like the biggest devil ever, you know. Yeah, and then before they get elected, they talk about America this. We love America. We love America. America this and America that and
Yeah,
America's this
no,
and America's that. You know, but when they get elected, then you don't hear them talk about America. They go in there and give another country the money. Like,
right,
all right, for instance, I know I'm not really into politics because when I start speaking politics, I hurt a lot of feelings. Okay, for instance, look at dumb ass Joe Biden.
right,
He talking about before he got elected, he talking about how much he loves America. If you love America, Mr. Joe Biden, if you love America so much, why are you giving another country our money, our money, which could help the Shriner kids? When I wake up in the morning and I see those kids with no arms and no legs crying on the TV, asking my broke ass, for a donation or some money and stuff
right.
to help them get some new legs or to cure cancer. You know, I'm like, man, all that money that Joe Biden sent over to another country, he could have hooked those kids up 20,000 times over. You know,
Right. That's kind of like what Drunken Mass was talking about the OG Drunken Mass last night when
yeah,
we interviewed him about like how about the NFL, not on such a big level, but a smaller level on one city level. Like how he was saying, like when I asked him about the NFL draft being in Detroit, and he's like how they made it like they put all the homeless people in hotels and all this shit. But now the draft's gone, everybody gone, so all them homeless people back on the streets. But they wanted to make it look like Detroit was clean. There was no homeless people all over the place living there and shit like that. So fucking they could have took that money. I don't know how much they spent on to get that draft here. You know what I'm saying? But what if they would
yeah,
have spent the money? They could have built homeless shelters. They could have helped. I mean, they could have done a lot more better things for the city than bring the draft. But I mean, it's all politics and it's all about money and shit.
yeah. They could did that 20 times over.
Right.
Freaking dumbass Biden freaking sent Ukraine like 3, 4 times billions and billions and billions of dollars. What about the United States? If you're big on America, Mr. Joe Biden, and you talk about you love America, but you're going to send our money over there to the Ukraine, then you really don't love America because if America, you're supposedly the country that you love is in trouble, if the country that okay, speaking of Detroit, how's the water situation going in Detroit, bro?
Shit, to tell you the truth, dog, I mean, we got to use filters, but it ain't as bad. It ain't like Flint, dog. Like Flint is bad, dog. It's still bad, and it ain't never really got better and shit, dog. They just kind of forgot about it when the coronavirus and all that shit. They kind of it was like fuck the Flint water. You didn't hear about it no more and shit. There was
No,
something
he
else
didn't.
going on. Yeah. What up,
It's
though,
terrible.
Train Brad?
Yeah, they all like, oh, okay, we got our own problems. Everybody knows if you don't clean up your own backyard, you have to up your own backyard
Right,
before you can take care of anybody else's backyard.
right,
Even with a person that's trying to get sober, drunk on drugs or whatever, if he don't want to get clean, ain't nobody gonna get him clean. So
right,
he got to clean up his own backyard first before he can do anything else with anybody else.
right.
And the same thing with America. The problem with America is because America don't want to fix America's problem, and they want to go somewhere else all the time and be a big brother to everybody else. But America, we have our own problems, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at me. Look at me. I'm a product of America's problems. You know, I don't
I
I
think
don't
we
think I'm
all
that
like
bad.
shit. I was in the. We had a group, though. That's funny because we had a group, though, that I was in for years called POS Products Society, and that's what we was about and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, We was all products of our environments, our society. You know what I'm saying? They made us like this. Like that's why we get locked up. That's why we were. That's how we were thinking when we came up with the name back in the days. Like that's why we out here robbing these motherfuckers. That's why we out here doing the shit we're doing and shit that's getting us locked up and getting our homies killed and shit and getting us shot and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's
The
because
truth,
that
man. And
environment.
hey, third base said it best too. Product of the environment, man. We a product of our environment, you know, whatever's
Right.
around us, man.
And the human is in human nature to adapt to your environment. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you go to prison, you adapt to that shit. After that, like I remember an old head told me in there one time. He's like, yeah, after about 2, 3 years up in here, you feel like you was born here. You know what I'm saying? Because you get so used to it, you got your routine. It's just like being almost in the free world because you got used to it and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem is when you get used to it and shit. You don't want to
Yeah,
get used
exactly.
to it. You know what I'm saying? That's when you're institutionalized. When you don't give a fuck no more about prison and going to prison and shit, that's a bad. That's bad. That's a bad dude and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that
Yeah.
person give two fucks. Like fuck it, I'll go back to prison and shit. Fuck it, like, and that's how that revolving door works. But that's because we adapt to our environments and shit. Like I
Yeah,
think,
I go back. I go. They be like, I'm gonna go back to prison. Hey, I was in jail for 2 months. I was in jail for 2 months, and I started getting used to it. I'm like, you know what? I love these three hots in the cot, man. The three hots in the cot. You know,
yeah.
getting taken care of. The only thing I didn't like was working in the kitchen. I couldn't stand working in the kitchen.
Oh man, yeah. Like I said, I told you before when I got out of prison, other fucking by the time I paroled, I was head chef and I started from the fucking working in the chow hall, like cleaning up and shit like that, picking up the trays and shit, and all that type of shit to working the line, putting the food on the shit to cook to head cook. I was head cook when I got up out of there, and I only
Hell
had a
yeah,
five
man. But
piece.
the cook is where it's at.
Yeah, cause you could hustle food. People want extra food, and I had access to that shit. So yeah, it was a good job to have in there.
How was the peanut butter and jellies rolling?
Oh man, yeah, I had an unlimited supply of peanut butter and jelly and shit. You know what I'm
Ooh wee, that was my shit. The peanut butter
saying?
and jelly, and I was
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
and I just slice up a banana. I slice a banana and put up on that motherfucker. Oh boy, that was my shit. Man, I love that. It kind of like it felt like I was like Elvis because Elvis, I think that was one of Elvis's good meals he loved.
Yeah.
And every time I eat that peanut butter and jelly with that banana on it, I think of Elvis, man, Elvis Presley, all the time. You know,
Yeah,
like man, and have you ever tasted the peanut butter and jelly with banana on it?
yeah, dog. I definitely now I don't put the jelly. I use the banana for as the jelly. I always do bananas on the peanut butter and shit. Yeah, that's my shit
Yeah,
though.
hell yeah, that's
Yeah,
the bomb. And
hell
if
yeah.
anybody ever been to jail before, you know what we're talking about.
Right.
That which is so funny. A motherfucker out there talking about he want to put some ramen on some peanut butter and jelly and shit. I go,
I never did that, dog. I never put no fucking nah. I never put no oodles and noodles on the fucking peanut butter and shit. Oh, yeah,
oh
train wreck.
man,
You saying a
yeah,
lot,
man.
dog. I ain't trying to ignore you, train wreck. That's train wreck #9. That sounds like a strain of weed. You named after yeah, it is train wreck Hayes number
That dude,
nine.
that dude, that dude come up here again.
No, he ain't trolling this time. Like he wasn't trolling before. We got cool with train wreck. Wreck was one of the ones on our side when the trolls was coming hard and shit.
Oh, okay, my
My,
bag,
when
train,
they, I,
my bag, my
I
bag,
say
train wreck. I'm sorry.
yeah, I'm saying going hard, but they really wasn't going hard. That was the problem. We was
Uh,
trying to get them to go hard, but I mean, they ain't gonna be able to get none of the hood smokers to tap out. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do that
Hell
for
no.
real. That's
If
right.
anything, you're gonna build that daggone great barn. You're gonna build up a bonfire and be a bonfire on your ass. You know.
Right. Right.
Hey, Hood Smoke Podcast. Oh, dude, I
uh,
got with a homeboy
yeah.
from the hoodies. You know who the hoodies are?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like telling him like, hey, we know he want to send me some money over Cash App. I told him like, bro, I got robbed over Cash App. I don't do Cash App. I
Yeah.
said, but so if you want to do something, you can come on the Hood Smokers podcast, and make a good appearance or something, So he gonna tell me he want to get paid.
Oh shit.
He want money.
Dog, like he's gonna be drawing that many views that he gonna need. Dog, like a person told me a long time ago in the studio when I rapped. Dog, they were like, "Don't never get a feature. Pay for a feature if you can't make your money back off that feature." You know what I'm saying? It's like fucking and would we and that's what you gotta say. That's all I gotta say about that. And shit, you know what I'm
And
saying?
if they really got love for hip hop, and I say this all the time, if they really got love for hip hop, which this is my brother that I always use an example for that really have love for hip hop is 50 Cent.
Right. 50
50
Cent a
Cent
real
been
one.
doing 50 Cent been doing free concerts, bro. Before he
Yeah.
got real big. I mean, he was already big, but he was doing free concerts for thousands of people. No
Yeah.
charges, just a free concert, bro, just to tear it out the frame. He really loved hip hop that much where he already knew he was going to be big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I talked to 50 Cent on the phone, dog, about coming on the show. I talked to Jimmy Iovine. Me and brother King X talked with Jimmy Iovine and shit. I mean, it's just like there's little things we got to go through when you get to people that that caliber and that like where they're at and shit. There's other things come in play, dog, because it's like tax write offs and shit like that. All types of other shit come into play because it's all business and shit. And fucking we're talking and shit. We'll probably get 50. We were thinking 50 would definitely be a bigger draw than Jimmy Iovine, but we thought Jimmy Iovine would be dope. But fucking I think 50 would be doper than Jimmy Iovine if we had, but to get them both would be dope and shit. You know what I'm
It'd be
saying?
dope
But
as hell. Yeah.
yeah,
But that's what
but
I told homeboy from the hoodies. I was like, you know what? Maybe we can do something in the future, but right now, you want some ends. It's not gonna happen, man. Like with me, I'm
but-
happy and I'm very thankful to everyone. Just to be able to have my face up on some type of platform. You know what I'm saying?
but we don't have. Did you tell them we had DOC on here? We don't have Nip on here. We brother Marquise, the Two Live Crew, Big V of the Nappy Rooster. I mean Grammy Award winning Mr. Servon from No Limit, Lil Rip from No Limit, platinum selling artist. Dog. Like we got KK from Two Second to None coming up. Fucking, we had Craig B from Beats by the Pound that made that sound that everybody loved from No Limit from Master P and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, we got
Hey, they both of them, the daddy and the son, and that because they're like father and son
yeah,
duo. They know who we are. They know because I've been posting their music all the time. Because I like how like
yeah,
what I really like is like how the hoodies and the Hood Smoker podcast kind of like match up. You know what I mean?
right, right.
So it's like the
I
hoodies and the
mean,
hood smokers. You know what I mean? Like I was
yeah,
trying to
but
go on to something like that, but this guy
and
talking about
money, yeah. No, it be like that. There's a certain, that's kind of how, like cannabis. When we hollered at cannabis, he didn't want to lie. He was like, but it wasn't him we were talking to. It was his management who hit us up. That's the thing. You got to talk to the artists and shit. Shout out to the management company though. Like, there's some management teams that are doing their job. Like BTP Media and shit. That's who we didn't get Lil Rick through them, but Lil Rick's there. They're out the bay, but they're plugged the MC Shans through them, Ad Capone from Totally Insane through them, a lot of the guests, well, not a lot that we had, but a couple of the guests we've had just recently were from there through BTP. Shout out to BTP, you know what I'm saying? But
shout out
like
BTP.
some artists, like guess we got big names. We just hit them up personally on some real shit. And if they're real, they're real. You know what I'm saying? And they just be on
Yep.
some real shit. Like, yeah, I'm gonna look out for you. I'll come on there and chop it up with y'all. Y'all some real motherfuckers. I done checked it out. Like everybody, y'all got on there certified. this and that. Y'all ain't got no rats, no snakes. We don't, and like I always tell them, like we don't bring up, we don't stir the pot. You know what I'm saying? If you got beef with somebody, we ain't gonna be like that. Ain't what we talking about. Like we had Cuban Link on 3 times. The first time we had him on, we went almost 4. We went like 4 hours, I think, and didn't talk about the beluga whale for like over three of them. Just hip hop and shit. Heard some stories about him coming to Detroit that no one ever heard and shit, and all that fucking, and then and talking about his music and new music and shit like that. But then, of course, we had at the end there. He had to bring up the Beluga Whale, but
Yeah,
it's all
well,
good.
you got to know because Cuban Link is my boy. You know, Cuban Link's my boy. Out the BX. You know, that's my boy from Staten Island. I go BX all the time, and
Yeah,
you got to talk about something because about somebody slicing your face. You know what I mean?
yeah,
If somebody do that to you, you can't just let that
right.
go by as fast like that at all. You know.
Yeah, dog. And the way that dude did Pun's family, how should Big Pun's wife and kid son ever be homeless, dog? How is that even possible? One of the coldest MCs ever and shit in history. If to this day the Beluga Whale still mentions his name and shit and clout chases off it. He uses like if Pun wasn't around, he wouldn't be shit. You know what I'm saying? And Pun, that was Cuban Lincoln them. That was they dog. They was the ones that went to high school with him that grew up together. They had that crew. What was it? Full Circle. Was that what it was called? The group they had
You talking about Full Eclipse?
Full Eclipse. Yeah, Full Eclipse. Yeah, with who else was in that group? It was Pun,
It was
Cuban
Pun.
Lincoln,
It was that one dude.
Tunes. What was his name? Tunes or something and shit. The one dude, yeah,
Yeah.
and they used to be on some horrorcore almost shit, like some crazy shit, killing shit, some murder, kill shit. You know what I'm saying?
Pistol Pete.
Yeah, Pistol Pete. Pistol Pete, he was like an original terror squad, like from the streets and shit,
Yeah.
not just the rap group and shit. You know,
Yeah.
from the streets. Yeah, I talked to him. I talked to Pistol Pete that he got a show and shit, but he kind of still be rocking a little bit with the beluga whale and shit. So it
Oh,
is
you know
what
he
it
do
is.
because because Beluga looked out. Well, allegedly Beluga looked out for Pistol Pete more than he looked out for LD Charlie Rock
Yeah,
LD.
rest in peace, Charlie Rock LD. I mean, shit, Big Pun gave Charlie Rock LD a whole fucking interlude on this track, a whole skit, a whole shout out on his album Capital Punishment. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, I mean, he was a real one. Shout out Charlie Rock, rest in peace, and shout out Charlie Rock LD
Yeah.
on the boss.
R.I.P. Charlie baby. Welcome to the yard. Welcome to the yard.
Yeah, we still in the yard. Still in the
Yeah.
yard, out in the yard. Yeah, in the yard.
And shout out to everybody in the comments. Doing it with
Yeah,
the Hood Smokers late night live.
yeah.
You got that function. I know Chester McFly, he was talking about as we talking right now, he hit some shit and it said live on the screen.
Live on the screen.
Yeah.
And what it do? I I've
It
done
pumped
shit
out
where
live. I seen it put live on the screen.
oh I don't know. I got shit I can hit. I just don't be hitting everything. Shit on it. I'm gonna fuck something up and shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't wanna fuck nothing up.
I hear you, but it's all good. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it.
Yeah, dog.
You know?
I'm not the most like that's why shout out Southwest Word because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know how to set up all the Hood Smoker podcast because that shit running off like we just upgraded the whole system and shit too. But then we got 3 monitors running off that shit. Fucking, there's a lot of shit going on to get it set up, just to set it up to like put all them fucking like the hook the Discord to the Streamlabs from and have that
Oh,
hooked up over here to see this and see that, and so I can see what's going on the show right here, and then I can see it here and what I can type shit and go on open tabs and all that shit. I'm learning this shit. You think I know this shit now? It's been like 3 years we've been doing the Hood Smoker
oh yeah,
podcast.
man. I seen the improvement last night's show.
Yeah,
The way you had it set up, where the person that's coming on to the interview is everything's like that. It's on them. Like they in the big spot. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, that's
And
what
we're
I
on the
like to do.
sides.
Yeah, that's what I like to do to put the shine on them. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we do lives like this, so people can talk to us, like the people that tune into the Hood Smoker podcast, because they don't always get a chance to like chop it up with us, because we make it about the guests, which I feel like that's how it should be. Like we shouldn't be interrupting them. And like I know, like Chester McFly, we talked about it earlier. Like he disagreed with the OG. You know what I'm saying? And he vented in the chat, but I didn't read those comments to Drunken Mass because I'm not. You know what I'm saying? That ain't like Drunken. He's talking. This is his opinion. We all got opinions. You know what I'm saying? Whether the opinions ain't facts. You know what I'm saying? So
Nope.
we're and we're not journalists, and we never said we were. We're MCs, dog, that do it, that love hip hop, that started a hip hop podcast, and we smoke weed and shit. So, and we're from the hood, so it's just a hip hop thing, dog. So we're not gonna fucking like, we don't gotta fact check everything. It ain't our job to fact check it. It's our job to let the guests speak and tell their story. You know what I'm saying? We like the underdog shit. You know what I'm saying? And we got
Love it.
legends
Yeah.
and some of these people that need to be like praised. I mean, look at they gave DLC his flowers for the first time on Drink Champs. The same exact they premiered that episode the same exact day that we went live with the DLC and shit. Which we've been chopping it up with the DLC for a minute and shit. You know what I'm saying? We promoted that show for like at least 2 months and shit. We promoted that show. So
100. 100.
yeah, then
Yeah.
Antonio made a couple different promo videos for that one and shit. So I mean, Drink Champs knew, and we rock with EFN, and we had Mr. Leon. Shout out EFN, Mr. Lee. Shout out Nori. Shit, I talked to Nori
Shut
too.
him. Drink
I
champs.
mean,
Shout him.
I
Shout
feel
him
like
out.
he
Yeah.
got, yeah, I feel like Nori got sucked in by fucking that whole little shit, that crew out there. I don't think Nori's really like that, dog. Like, I feel like Nori got caught up with the wrong motherfuckers because they needed the money. You know what I'm saying? To get it
Yeah.
off the, and they
Nori,
came with the
Nori
money.
definitely. I think Nori definitely stuck between a rock and a hard spot. A
Yeah,
rock and a hard spot.
sure.
He's don't want to. He don't really want to hurt anybody. He just stuck in between Fat Joe and
Because
my
remember
boy.
how tight Unit 50 was? Dog, I got a short on the Hood Smoker podcast up in Trackmasters before they was signed and shit, before what, and all that. And it was Nori, 50
Oh,
Cent, um,
what?
yeah,
Yeah.
it was all them fucking doing like a cipher, smoking a blunt, and 50 was rapping, just freestyling and shit. This was like from the 90s, or like the early 90s. Like they was homies like before they got big and shit. And like I talked to this one dude from New York who was like in the rap game, and he was talking about certain people, rappers and shit, who was real and who wasn't. And he said Nori always had respect on the streets and shit. Like the streets always respected Nori and shit.
Oh
And
yeah,
yeah,
Nori. Yeah, because hey, Nori's a crazy dude, man. That dude's crazy, man.
mm,
That dude's crazy. If that CNN and all that stuff. Yeah, he was really about his shit, man.
yeah, Capone
You
and
know.
Nori Younger. Yeah, that was my shit, dog. The War Report was hard as fucking shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, and then Capone got locked up, and Nori's shit, his solo shit, blew the fuck up. He got down with Pharrell and shit, which was like, at first people are thinking like, why is he with Pharrell? But it was a smart ass move because Pharrell's a motherfucking genius and shit. That motherfucker's a musical genius and shit, dog. Like, so,
So I'm saying, like, I don't like him and his boys. What allegedly him and his boys beefing. You know what I mean?
oh,
Chad, him and
Nori,
Chad.
yeah,
Yeah, him and his boy Chad is beefing, and Chad. Don't sleep on Chad. Chad is the one of the geniuses behind the scene, 100%.
yeah,
Yeah, Chad put that Spock. He put that Spock in the sound. That Star Trek in the sound.
right, yeah, yeah. All right, train wreck. Yeah, my bad. I ain't see everything you was typing on there and shit, dog. But shout out to you.
Shout out to Train Wreck.
Thanks for tapping in, homie.
I actually had a misconception about you, train wreck. You actually a pretty good dude, man. My bad, my bad. I thought you was trolling.
Right. Yeah. I think that's how he originally found us and shit. He got cool. That was when Blantonio was all here and shit. When we went live earlier and shit, that bitch slapped and shit. The trolls came hard as fuck. I don't know. They must all be asleep now. I guess trolls sleep and shit. I don't know where they all at. And
They,
shit.
yeah, they sleeping under the bridge.
Yeah. Motherfuckers underneath the bed. Y'all can come on out. I told y'all hit that notification bell and shit. What the fuck? So you
Yeah,
be
they sleeping.
notified when you go live.
Them trolls are sleeping under the bridge.
Yeah, for real.
Shout out
Yeah,
to
cause
everybody in the comments. Hey, I haven't done this in a minute. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Shout out to the whole YouTube.
yeah,
Shout out to Facebook and Instagram. Who was ever feeling the Hood Smokers podcast? You know,
yeah, hell
and
yeah.
if you want money, if you want money to do an interview, I can understand that. I can understand you want money to do an interview, but that's
Right.
not how we do it on the Hood Smokers podcast. Ain't no pay to play. You know, ain't
No,
no pay to play.
no, we did this shit all fucking from the ground up, though. Like we doing it, and we still growing. We getting bigger by the day. It keeps growing, and that's what we gonna
Hell
keep
yeah.
on doing. We almost at 300, episode 300. That'll be season three. The end of season three, then we'll be on season four and shit, dog. We got, so then we gonna, we'll have a new intro, some new shit. We'll add some new shit to it and shit. The show, we gonna spice it
Hell
up a little
yeah.
bit more. And that's why we started doing these lives too and shit. We gonna start adding a lot more shit. Shit, possibly even we was talking about maybe even having starting up a battle league type thing going. You know what I'm saying? That'd be pretty dope and shit. Like if we can get enough battle rappers that would be down to do it. Like I know Alien Gang, them guys, they do that shit on Instagram. I know they'd be down to jump in on that. So, but we gotta have enough. They gotta be real spitters and shit, not no whack shit.
Yeah, no
You got
whack shit. Don't bring no whack shit. Yeah.
right, because everybody thinks they a motherfucking rapper now and shit.
Hey, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get like Mighty Cristo, man. Mighty Cristo blowing up, man.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Monte Cristo, the horse trainer. Yeah.
Mighty Cristo, he large. He's large.
Yeah, though. He's one of the ones that, you know, Monty, you good in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? You hit Monty up when you land in Detroit, you know you good and shit, dog. Like, for real.
Yeah.
Like, my one of them. Like, he, d-
Shout
that's
out,
why,
shout out China Man Records too. We got China Man
yeah.
Records.
Rest in peace to Fresh Kid Ice. Shout out
100%.
to
Yeah.
his son,
Rest in
Chris
peace.
Wong.
Yeah.
Yeah, his son, that's my dog, Chris Wong Jr. I need to get him on the show and shit. Shout out to Chris Wong Jr. He's out there in Miami and shit. He owns a where they like pimp out like how they pimp rides out, but they pimp out bikes and shit and all
Oh
that.
yeah, man. They be
Yeah.
doing that. They made a whole movie of that. What was that like in it was all in Japanese or something like that with that the swing. I think it's swinging. Is it called swinging?
I'm not sure. I ain't up on it. I ain't up on
Like
that.
you take a dope ass ride and you gotta
Right.
like hit the brakes and the gas at the same time and swing that
Right.
motherfucker around.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think it's swinging or some. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
He was during the pandemic, I was doing that street reporter shit. He was like me and him was talking a lot. He was watching the videos and he was sending me videos in Miami how the lockdown was during the coronavirus shit, pandemic bullshit, the pandemic, like E40s calls it, the pandemic. How that shit, when that shit was going on, fucking, he was sending me videos what they was doing, dog. They was going live, dog. I don't know if they was live or just videotaping it, but they was riding, and they had the police chase them. They're on these bikes, four wheelers, all this shit. They're like 20 of them, dog,
Damn,
looking like the Rough Riders and shit, dog, flying through
damn,
Miami and shit, getting chased by the police, and they ain't give a fuck because
damn.
the police was dead. Nobody was out and shit, and they was just
Yeah.
cruising through the city, dog. The city was dead. I was in downtown Detroit in like the heart. Woodward live, telling everybody. I was like, if you a rapper, now's the time to come shoot your video right here in front of Cold Medical Park, cause there ain't nobody down here. Like you can shoot a video anywhere and shit, dog. Like even the homeless people gone. I don't know where they at, but they ain't out here and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I was
Wow.
down there like that shit was crazy. Like
They
during the live.
skedaddle. I mean, everybody. If you didn't have no job during the pandemic, man, I know my boy got out of prison and they gave him $10,000 and they didn't even do no background check, no nothing, you know.
Yeah, dog. A lot of people was getting bread during that shit. A lot of people was getting money, but from the government. But then now the government's trying to get all that shit back. You know what I'm saying? And that's why shit's so damn high now.
That's
Everything's high.
what it is, Jay. Jay, you hit it right on the nail, bro. That's what it
Yeah.
is, bro.
They trying to get
Yep.
that money back because they was giving away money, all that money, and people was hitting licks on them and shit. You had all these motherfuckers scamming them and shit and all this shit, and they was just giving that shit away, like you said, without even checking it and shit. They was just like, "Oh, you need some money here. You need some money." Everybody was like, "I'm making more money not working than working and shit." Like fucking
Yeah,
like,
man. Yeah, man. I was like getting mad heated, man. I was like, I see this motherfucker ain't working, ain't doing shit. He's fucking blinging and shit. That's blinging, shining. You know, I'm
I
like,
ain't never stopped. I ain't locked down one day though. I ain't never stopped working though. I even had the FBI pull up on me, and I don't know if they was Homeland Security or who they was, but they had a badge and a gun roll up on me while I was videoing and taping shit. I was out there giving out masks and talking to some homeless people in Southwest in the park and shit. Like I talked to some people that came here from Mexico. They ain't even speak English. I had to talk to their 12-year-old son because the mom and dad ain't speak English and shit. But I gave him some masks and water and shit like that. The videos on here on the in the hood with Gutter. If y'all check out that playlist. But yeah, fucking no, it
100%.
was fuck,
I try to scroll back to the Hood Smokers podcast. You know, when I first got down, uh, probably a little while ago, not too long ago, but a little while ago, and I do share those old episodes, man, because that is shit. The old Hood Smokers podcast shit. That's the shit, bro. I'm telling you, 100%, bro. Like that shit is dope. The shit. Like
yeah,
to see where it was first started to
yeah.
now.
Right,
Hell
yeah,
yeah, that shit
dog.
is
They
dope.
came a long way, dog. Yeah, we started with like just underground artists, dog. Just not just we was just a whole bunch of rappers not knowing really what we was doing. But then we started becoming a business, dog. Now then we started having positions, and when it became legit, shout out Money Mall and shit. And then we had rest in peace Dre Kelly. He was our original sponsor, Detroit on the Move Transportation, but he got murdered over there on the east side of 7 Mile and shit. But yeah, fucking shit just started getting like bigger and bigger, dog. We started getting bigger and bigger names, and our names started getting bigger. We started being like number one, and not just Detroit. We had people from Detroit hitting us up like, "Y'all got the city lot. We don't want to see y'all just blow. It's good to have your city lot. They're like, but we want to see you bigger than that. Like, we want to see y'all fucking fuck with everybody and shit. Like, that's dope that y'all big here in Detroit and shit, but get bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? Rock with, and that's what we always were doing and shit. We rock with people from all over and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's hip hop.
Hell yeah, man.
That's why
Yep.
they try to keep hip hop down and why they try to stain it. Like Diddy don't represent hip hop, dog. Diddy ain't fuck it, Diddy, dog. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to make that like that's why they're trying to do shit like that. Like try to paint a narrative like every rapper's fucking on some Diddy shit. You know what I'm saying? When that ain't the truth and shit. I mean, just the same people that's at them Diddy parties is some of your favorite actors and politicians and motherfuckers like that. You know what I'm saying? Not it ain't right. Don't put that on hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Fucking don't
Yep.
put that on hip hop.
Diddy ain't got no skills. What Diddy everybody think Diddy's a good producer and all that stuff. Like
He ain't
even
even
with
touched the
JD, like
board.
JD, from
Yeah,
Atlanta,
yeah.
all
Jermaine
they
Dupri.
just what you say, bro?
Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
They, they just steal everybody's shit, bro.
yeah. No, yeah. Only
They
thing
steal
Diddy
everybody's
do,
shit,
Diddy
make a
try,
remix
yeah, remix some old school shit and then put
and
some.
everybody think they're a genius stealing everybody's shit.
And from what I heard, Diddy never really touched the boards anyways. He was just a motherfucker that was in the studio trying to tell people what to do and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't actually a producer like Dr. Dre who was in there living in the studio making beats and shit like that. Diddy never really touched the boards and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, and he ain't dropped no rap music like where he was spitting until motherfucking Big died, dog. Like, and he capital that till this day, everybody plays that song. that he remixed with Faith Evans, that song by Sting and shit that they remixed that blew up, that dedicated to Biggie. Every breath you take, or I think that's what I'll be missing you is called. I think. Yeah, they still play that to this day, like at every funeral and all that shit. But it was like he capitalized off Big's murder and shit. Like he was like he got bigger because of that. When that whole Pac and Biggie situation, that's why all that shit now is coming to light and it's crumbling down for his ass. Dog. He's like it's catching up to him and shit. They don't got people that's involved like Keefy D, who thought he could talk about the shit, thought he was safe, and now he facing all them charges. His trial's about to start. They said they got 8 rappers they ain't named yet that's involved. That's finna point the finger at Diddy. That said they'll get up there and tell the story and shit like what really happened, dog. They said they got 8 rappers, dog. The feds, and they ain't said their names. You ain't gonna know to the trial, Keefy D's trial, but fucking
Oh,
yeah,
so
that's gonna be
that
yeah,
testimony, like Big, Big and Pop, like the testimony they got now, like Big and Pop could have said whatever everybody else knows right now. You know what I mean? Like it was all stuffed in the closet, but what Pac and Big knew would have blew the shit out the frame. Would have blew the
yep,
shit out the frame like it's coming right now to this day. So only thing they did, just like you said, Jay Gutter, only thing they did is postpone the time a little bit.
right.
You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Like Pac said, Killuminati. He threw a K out there, dog. He
Yeah.
was in the clothes, all that shit. What up, One Eye? I see you. One Eye in the building. They was in here earlier.
Shout out
It's good though.
One Eye in the building in the comments. Yeah, we
Yeah,
see
they
you,
came
One
in.
Eye. Yeah.
Yeah, they came in when the trolls was coming in, but they wasn't trolling. They was just tapping in. I think they some real hip hop heads and shit. We got some real ones out of that too and shit by having all them trolls tap in. But that was kind of like that was Blantonio. I got to give that idea to Blantonio, dog. Like he sent me that picture, dog. And when I seen it at first, dog, when he sent me that as the thumbnail, I'm like, what the fuck is this, dog? Fucking then I was like, what should I call it? He was like, I don't know. He was like, what the fuck are you watching? Shit, you know, it's like,
I need to check that out. I need to check that out. Whatever it was.
yeah, dog. And the other fucking one with me and Brother King X, we went live like shortly after that. And fucking, we was spitting on there and everything, dog. It was slapping. The chat was slapping, fucking. And we ended up fucking getting. It's already over 1,000 views. It had over 1,000 live views, dog.
Oh, I
Fucking.
seen that. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And it's
That
now
shit was
right now.
rolling.
Yeah, though. So, that's what I mean. I don't know where the trolls is at right now. I don't know if they sleep or not. But we got
Nah.
some real ones out of it too and shit. That's what's up. Like if we get 1,000 trolls on one live and we gain like 3, 4 dope ass subscribers, hip hop heads, true motherfucker, real motherfuckers, then that was a good live. You know what I'm saying? Fucking so,
Yep.
and that's what.
And shout out to all the trolls.
Mhm.
All the
Hell yeah,
trolls. I know all the trolls is watching,
we
but
are doing that
they're
content.
not commenting. You
Yeah,
know.
and like I said, we'll all be involved. It's not just I don't care. You got to make one of us tap out. I don't care if it's me, Brother King X, Antonio Todd, Christopher Jordan, Chester McFly, could be Monte Cristo. I guarantee, like Mr. Go To, aka the Black Howard Stern said a long time ago, you got to have thick skin to come on the Hood Smoker podcast. So you ain't gonna
Yeah.
hurt our. If you can hurt our feelings on Instagram. Not this keyboard warrior shit. You gotta come face to face with us on Instagram. We gotta at least see you, who we talking to, so we can roast you and shit. Cause we gonna be roasted, and you can come at us and say whatever the fuck you want to say and shit. And so, right
Yeah.
now we working on a promo video for it. We'll be announcing it. It'll be in the community part of the channel. We'll have a flyer for it. We'll push it on Facebook and Instagram, and it'll be on Instagram Live. So, yeah, it is
All these all
Sunday.
these all these gatekeepers. I see you, One Eye. Thank you, One Eye. All these gatekeepers, they mad now because the independency is coming back 100%, 100% hardcore. Don't nobody need your gatekeepers no more. Independence coming back hardcore. Don't nobody need your gatekeepers no more. Independent hardcore. So fuck all y'all gatekeepers, 100%. Word.
Yeah,
Independency.
Yeah, the gatekeepers that there's another word for them. You could throw a Y up in there. You know what I'm saying? That's what it did. They was, and now they being exposed, and now they falling. Now they going down and shit.
Hell yeah. And they
Well,
had
I'm glad.
everybody fooled, man. That's one thing I want to say too on the last slide that we did, man. They
Yeah,
actually they actually put a like a trance on everybody. Like they hypnotize everybody, all these MCs and all these young MCs and all the people that was trying to get contracts. They actually put a trance on them because we actually thought we needed them. We don't even need them.
mm yeah,
We don't
no.
even need them.
That's what real talk. That's why we was talking about even last night about a union for rappers and for like shit like that. Cause there's a lot of old school rappers that got fucked by the mainstream labels and shit back in the days, and they ain't making money out. Like Drunken Mass said, he ain't made $1 off 50 Players Deep. That song went fucking platinum. That was in like the Billboard top 10. You know what I'm saying? Fucking it.
Yeah.
He said he's in the process of suing Universal right now and shit. So I mean that it's a dirty game, and that's what Chester McFly didn't realize. That's what I when I talked to him earlier, and I told him I was like, you got to look at it like this, like you got to put yourself in his shoes. He wasn't talking about all Jewish people when he said that. He was talking about them record label, the dudes at the top. You know what I'm saying? That's
They're
cutting it.
gatekeepers. Yeah.
Yeah, they're supposed to be cutting them checks for you and shit. And he was like, well, he should have said names, and he did say names, though. He dropped the dude's name. I just can't think of his name right now. It's the dude they keep saying Groom Diddy, dog. The fuck is his name?
Like
Young
one of them. I'm sorry to cut you off, but one of them dudes, man, is just like homeboy that Easy E was working with.
Jerry Heller.
Yeah. One of
Shit.
Jerry Helen was a Jewish dude, man. That
Yeah,
that,
but
that
he was a businessman though. See, DOC even shouted out Jerry Heller when he shouted out Easy E and shit. He said they was both like real good businessmen. You know what I'm saying? They was, I guess Jerry Heller wasn't as bad as like a lot of the record label owners were and shit. That was just a narrative they put out there because they was going at Easy and shit. So and Ruthless Records, but in
okay.
yeah, because I heard some other shit about Jerry Heller because that's what I always thought too and shit. But fucking then I heard some other shit. Like he was
Yeah.
just a really good businessman. The one dude who's fucked up, I can't think of his name right. That was real fucked up. I can't think of dude's name. It's the dude that ran Uptown. He was the one who damn. Cause they even name dropped Barry Gordy from Motown and shit, which
Yeah.
fucking and that's some bullshit. I don't know. I mean, that's why I always say it's a you gotta be once you get into that billionaire club and shit like that, it's a whole nother world and shit. Like you dealing with
It
different people.
is.
Yeah,
You
like
see
so.
that door, that
Yeah.
one door that they all talk about, like it's like
Mhm.
a big ass hallway. It's like a long ass hallway that is really long with a big ass door in
Right.
front of you, and
You want to go to,
it's your choice. If you want to go to that big ass damn door, that's your choice.
yeah.
But if you go through that big ass door, best believe you're not gonna have. I mean, you're gonna have everything like financially,
Right.
but your soul gonna be
Down the
gone.
road. Yeah. That's what DOC was saying why his documentary dropped, dog, when he was talking to us. He talked about that door. He said he don't know what doors to go through, you know what I'm saying? He had plenty of opportunity. He could have went through the doors. He never did though, you know what I'm saying? He never went so he's one of the
That's a
real
fact.
ones. Yeah,
That's
so
a fact. Because
but
DOC
fuck
is so dope. I
yeah.
love DOC. Shout out DOC.
Yeah,
Shut
no
out,
doubt.
shut out, shut out Shine. Because when
Mhm.
when DOC and Shine got together on that remix,
Yeah.
that shit
Hell
was
yeah.
dope.
Hell yeah. And I know you heard you ever heard the story MC Shan told about Will Smith and about how the whole Fresh Prince of Bel Air came about?
Nah, man.
MC Shan, look, MC Shan they had wanted MC Shan to play the role. It wasn't gonna be called the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, it was gonna be something else but the same type of show. But MC Shan was gonna be the star of it. but they wanted him to do some old fruity some Diddy shit, and MC Shan wasn't with it. And you see that that's all I really got to say about that. You know what I'm saying? Because you think they came at Will Smith different? All of a sudden, Will Smith, his music was like. I actually like that. I had that first tape, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, with like
Me
parents
too.
just don't understand and Nightmare on My Street and shit like that. Like I remember
Hell
that
yeah.
shit. I mean, that was hip hop and
That was
shit.
original. That was original too. Not none of this whack ass shit.
Yeah, DJ Jazzy Jeff, he's a real one. I met him in Detroit at a rave party with Biz Markie and shit. He was with Biz Markie at a rave party in Detroit, an illegal rave party they was doing. This was in the late '90s and shit. And fucking, I met DJ Jazzy Jeff and Biz Markie. They was like, it be. You think some of the rappers that just because they rap that way, like they ain't talking about killing people and shit like that they fake, but that ain't the fact, dog. Like, look at MC Hammer, dog. He's one of the most gangster motherfuckers in the rap game and shit.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Him and his brother. Yeah.
yeah.
Him
So
and his
I
brother,
mean,
gangster motherfuckers. Hey, you know
and that's
some? Hey, that's like Michael Jackson too. Everybody don't think Michael Jackson's a gangster. That motherfucker
right.
gangster like a motherfucker.
Right. The
He be on
Jackson.
stage. He be on stage telling motherfuckers, "Hey, nigga, that key that you hit right there, change that damn key right now. Change that key note to what I want."
Right.
You know, Michael
Yeah.
Jackson, man, he moonwalk all over that ass. You better not mess with Michael
Oh
Jackson.
man, bro. He got some moves and shit. He'd have done some motherfucking Bruce Lee shit on your ass.
Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Straight
dog. I
up.
feel like he was a victim of that whole shit, the gatekeeper shit, that Illuminati shit, that bullshit. He was a victim of that, Michael Jackson. Like so, and you see how they tried. We don't know what the fuck. I mean, who the fuck? If you're gonna let your kid go live with Michael Jackson and stay with him and all this shit, I mean, we don't know if he really did what he did. You know what I'm saying? There was never no charges. Actually, he was never found guilty. So, that could be they just trying to paint that narrative, like they try to make Kanye look crazy when Kanye
Well,
came out and shit. You know what I'm saying?
one thing I still like believe in too right now, like with Michael Jackson, with Macaulay Culkin, and like P Diddy and Usher, and P Diddy and Justin Bieber, is where were the parents, bro? You know,
Right.
even with like R. Kelly, like where were the parents, bro? Like the parents, where the parents at? You know?
Exactly.
So I'm like, there was like the parents are doing human trafficking. The
Yeah.
parents got to know, you
They
know.
was pimping their kids out, dog. They let Usher when he was 14 years old go live with Diddy for like a year or some shit. Like how you gonna let him just go live with this motherfucker you don't even know? Cause he's rich and famous. Get the fuck out of here, dog. And
They
Justin
know.
Bieber.
The parents know. They know.
Yeah,
They just pimping them damn kids out. Like, what the hell?
right.
You gonna let your man? I mean, let your kids go stay with a stranger? Oh shit!
Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock. Yeah, that take me to the skating days and shit, like going to like skate land shit like that. Like that's type like
No,
that reminds me of that.
no respect, dude. I gotta bounce out, man. I gotta go get this blunt wrap for someone real quick.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, no, we've been on for almost an hour, dog. It's the Hood Smoker podcast. I'm gonna jump off too and shit. Much love,
Hood
one
Smokers
nine. Everybody else
Podcast,
who comes through.
Chester McFly, Black Jesus, Black Jesus. Peace out, Black
Yeah,
Jesus. Ain't nobody forget
yeah.
about you, bro. Yeah.
No hell no.
Peace
Him
out.
and brother King X got some music coming too, so get ready for that.
Oh
It'll be
what?
some
Oh
good.
man. Oh man. We
Yeah,
might stay for another hour now. We're talking about Brother King X music. Oh
yeah.
shit.
Brother
Oh,
King X.
I'm
Yeah.
starting to dance now. Oh shit, Brother King X, baby. Yeah.
Go check out
Hell yeah.
that last live. Brother King X was spitting some music at the end. So he was rapping some shit at the end there, played some music and shit. It was dope.
Damn. Yeah, Brother
Yeah,
King X got the shit, bro.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Shout out Brother King X, Antonio Ty, all the hood smokers and shit. Much love. Jay Gutter, Christopher Jordan, we out of here, y'all. Much love,
Everybody in the
peace.
comments, peace, one love. Yeah.
We
All
out.
right, Jay, I'm gonna call you right now.
All right, bro. Peace.
Peace.